I had to help a toddler really fast in the toilet, and I did not think I was going to be back in time, and I was. Look at that. Look at that. I'm feeling you know, do any of you guys have this happen where you feel like you have a really good plan of what your day is going to look like? And I mean, when you have kids, everything kind of goes off the rails anyway, but you're like, yeah, okay, I've got this that I'm going to do, and I've got this that I'm going to do, and this is going to be great. And it's all going to be like, this is what I'm going to do with my day. And then as the day kind of goes on, things start to like slide off into the oblivion. And you're like, and like it's everything just kind of snowballs. And I'm just glad it's Friday. Although, you know what? Days and weekends don't really matter a whole lot around here because all our days just kind of all blur together, and we can do school whenever, and we cannot do school when yeah, it's just like I didn't do school on Wednesday morning because the girls were outside playing together. And I was like, I feel like that's really important. They had this whole make-believe world they were playing, and they were out on the trampoline, and then they moved it to the sandbox and then back to the trampoline. And I just didn't want to, and I had a piano song to practice. And Timmy's like, every time I make a plan, someone throws up. I can tell who the parents are in this chat, who the parents are and who the parents aren't. Happy Friday. We've got Scarecrow. We've got Mikey, collaboration. We've got Wolf. We've got Timmy. We've got Cage. We just started our new job yesterday. We've got Padawan. We've got Mo. We got Salty. Yeah, it's like I don't feel like people necessarily throw up in my house, but when you have kids, it's almost impossible. It really is. And I think I find myself, I think one of the hardest things that for me is that when Charlotte was really little, when she was first born, I made a decision to get out and go on daily walks because I was feeling cabin fevered in my house, and because I was really having a hard time with postpartum, and I was stuck in the house and I was having a hard time. So I could kill so many birds with one stone, right? I could get my dog out on a walk, get her to go to the bathroom, get her some exercise. I could get myself some exercise. I could get my baby out. I could listen to an audiobook, and I could be in my own headspace for about 30 minutes. I could make my body healthier, all that stuff. And hey, hi, Bobby. You need to watch it. Whoa, where is my birthday list? Oh my gosh, hold on. I think I left it in the kitchen. Hold on. See you later. Dude, Padawan, if it's your birthday, I don't have yours written down. Oh, yes, I do. Oh, I see. It is no, it was yesterday. It was yesterday, and we have John and VT. Okay, wait. I have this written down. I have the 5th. Was that yesterday? Is it the 5th or is it the 6th? Oh my gosh. So I had originally a 12 written there or something. And so I thought it said 12. I thought it said 12/5. Happy birthday, Padawan. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for bringing my attention to that. Oh, we're birthday buddies because we share a birthday month. Did you take the day off work yesterday for your birthday? Man, I didn't think I had any February birthdays other than Apache, who I have not had a chance to wish happy birthday because I haven't seen them. But I thought that was apparently I had erased that and it looked like a 12. I thought it was December. My birthday is February 22nd. And I have been thinking a lot about what I would like for my birthday because I'm kind of a gadget girl. And so I pinned the guess the game scene on okay. I pinned the guess the game scene, all the guess the game scene things in the general channel. So in the general discussion of Discord right now, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 songs that you can vote on, and then we'll get to it in like 10 minutes. 10 minutes. So it's pinned in the general channel. Shout out to Scarecrow for posting that. Pick a light kit. Oh, you're so kind. I was playing my I thought about a Lego set, but I'm learning the Choral Chambers song on the piano, and let me tell you, it is difficult, as Bluey would say, as Bingo would say. It's hard. It's a hard song, but I'm getting there because I can play piano like somewhat. I can't read music. I can't sit down and put a piece of paper in like a sheet of music in front of me and be like, oh yeah, blah, blah, blah. My mom could do that. I can semi-read the treble clef, which is the right hand, totally clueless on the left hand. So I've had to write in a lot of the notes because I did finally purchase the music, and my piano isn't big enough. My piano doesn't have enough keys. So I told Ander I wanted a new piano for my birthday because you can actually get pretty decent keyboards that are 88 keys. Mine is only 36. And you can get them for, I don't know, anywhere between $150 to $200 on Amazon. And that is what I would like because I feel very limited on what I can. I have a key that's broken at the very bottom of my piano. And then I just also don't have enough keys. I literally don't have enough keys to play this song. And I was like, man, I never really thought I would learn how to revisit piano, and it took unfortunately it took my mom passing away to do that. I don't have space for a legit piano, and we can't afford one anyway. Even like an upright, I don't have space for that. But like a keyboard, as long as it has 88 keys, I feel like that's solid. So that's what I told Ander I wanted for my birthday, but we haven't really talked about it. But I don't know. Lego sets are also very, very fun. I love Lego sets. I will look around and see. I don't want to like put out like a wish list or anything because that makes, oh my gosh, it's Jenny. Are you home or are you on lunch right now? Jenny and Mo are a couple. Husband and wife. Look at them both in chat. Cute. Okay, I was going to say, oh my gosh, what? We could have like gotten together today or something. We're getting together on President's Day. It's going to be a great time. It's going to be a good time all together. And it's Collector. Oh my gosh. What a lovely surprise. I know I liked doing Legos at the start of stream too, but my problem is I feel like now that I only stream 3 days a week, I feel like that takes away from games. Maybe that doesn't matter. Maybe it's the journey. You know what I mean? I don't know. I really love the Milky Way set. The Milky Way set is really, really cool. And it's Mythly! Okay, if you guys have not been to the Discord, go and vote for your song right now, or go and vote for your favorite song. We have a winner right now. It's one of John Steed's musics. So here's what we do on Fridays. We vote on songs in the Discord, and then we'll record a YouTube video where I listen to the song that I've never heard before from a game I've never played before, and I try to guess what's going on in the scene. You should put them in the I believe there's a thread underneath musical intoxication or something. I've muted it, but that's basically because I don't want to ruin, like I want people to be able to post things, and then Scarecrow pulls 5 each week and puts them up for a poll. So I don't actually see like what's being posted. Yeah, there's the Deku tree, there's the Milky Way, and I haven't even looked at any of the new sets, to be totally honest. But yeah, my birthday's at the end of this month, and I would love a bigger piano, but to be totally honest, I really just want to get together with friends. I'd really love to just get together with friends, like legitimately just be like, hey, I'm gonna be at this, Jenny, you and I, we'll just go to like a restaurant around here somewhere, and I'll just send out an invite to like my entire Relief Society and just be like, hey, I'm just gonna be at this restaurant at 6 p.m. on this day. Come if you want. That's how we gotta do it. Who likes good news? Wow, everyone? Thanks, Collector. What do we do for Collector? I know what we do for Collector. Thanks for that resub. the last note. I forgot the last note. I almost forgot the last note. I love Raising Cane's. I don't ever get tired of Raising Cane's. I love Raising Cane's a lot, but I mostly also just love not cooking meals and having somebody else do the cooking for me. I love that a lot. But I hope everybody's having a good Friday. We had an exciting morning. So we have neighbors that have a dog that is, I mean, she's bigger now, but she's still a puppy. She's still pretty young, probably like Velociraptor stage. You know what I mean? I think she's still under a year, but she's kind of big, and she and Stixel have become really good friends. And all of a sudden we saw her in our backyard this morning, and we were like, what is happening? And sure enough, there was this hole in our fence that another dog caused or something, and she managed to squeeze her way through it. So she was running around with Stixel in the backyard. And I went outside and I was like, hi, sweetie. And she was like, ah, and she ran back she couldn't squeeze through the fence very well, but she finally squeezed under there. So we gotta, no, this is cream soda. What is this? This is cream soda, Dr. Pepper, 0 sugar. Because see, now I am spoilt. And now I have 2 12-pack boxes in my fridge outside. And it's kind of like, what does baby want to sip on today? I think I want a regular Dr. Pepper. Oh no, today I want a Dr. Pepper cream soda, 0 sugar. That's what it's become. It's ridiculous, actually, is what it is. Hey, and it's Dad Bods. How are you, Dad Bods? You know what? Ander told me last night that he wanted a milkshake. You know who has cheap milkshakes? QT. And so I was like, I'll take some ice cream. So he went to QT last night and got us milkshakes. But you know what? We kind of needed an upper because we watched the movie Sicario yesterday, and it was a downer. We watched it when our girls were at grandma's house, and we watched it because we were like, we really loved The Accountant. The Accountant was great, and we loved that. Yeah, well, we got some recommendations from, I don't remember, Andrew had some recommendations, like he typed it in online, and was like, we like The Accountant. What else should we watch? And it recommended Sicario. I do not recommend Sicario. It is incredibly heavy, very, very graphic. It was an excellent movie, but my goodness, I could not, the sense of dread was unbelievable. It was so bad. I was like tensed up underneath a blanket. I was shivering the whole time. Great movie, big downer. Sublime, how are you? It's so dark. I like from the get-go, right at the very beginning, I was like, wow, that was quite an opener. And I remember actually legit Googling and being like, am I going to watch a child be shot? No. But there are some terrible things. I will say it is an excellent movie and I love the director, but wow, I was not prepared for it to be so dark. So we kind of needed an upper. I was like, I need some ice cream, but I slept okay. It was fine. Oh my goodness, it's EJ. How are you, EJ? And it's Chain. I know I should have looked. We didn't look at the parents' guide because we were like, well, we loved The Accountant, and The Accountant has lots of shooting in it, but it was a different kind. Cartels. Whew. And I feel like this is not me talking in this silly voice with the silly voice changer and all that stuff. It was very, very heavy. Excellently made movie, but I cannot recommend it because it was so brutal. It was so brutal. But you know what? We watched it. It's fine. It's fine. So yeah, when Andrew was like, I want to go get some ice cream, I was like, please go get me some ice cream. I need something. Yes. When you have a 2-year-old in your house, it's just, you buy this big giant TV and you think you're going to play really awesome games on it and watch really awesome movies on it. And then you end up only watching animated movies on it. It's called Sicario. It has Emily Blunt. Is his name Benicio del Toro, Josh Brolin, Gurney Halleck from Dune, and
The guy from Get Out. Oh, well, don't watch it because it's crazy. You guys want to zoom, pixelated zoom? Pixelated zoom. Doesn't quite have the same effect. It was not cookie dough ice cream. I just got a vanilla caramel sundae.
Who likes good news, everyone? Then good news, everyone.
I do like my mosaic.
And it's Mac, who just resubbed. Thanks, Mac. Yeah, well, the accountant too, I heard, is not great, which John also just said. And then I don't think I could handle Sicario A second time, B a second one. What do we do for Mac? I need to rewrite this list. It's getting pretty that is so high. Thanks, Mac. Appreciate it. Okay, has everybody voted? Let's do our guess the game scene, shall we? Let's do that. Let's get that done. Let's get that done. I think it looks like we have a winner. I didn't check, what's it called? Oh, Sublime, thank you!
Good news, everyone.
Ooh, what do I do for Sublime? What do I do for Sublime? Let's see. DuckTales. DuckTales is great. Yes, Wolf posted that in the Discord and I was very excited. Yes, a tiger and a pot. DuckTales! And it's DJ. Woo! Ah! That went right up my nose! Ah! Ah! Oh, wow. Whoo! That went right at my nose. Dang. I haven't heard of those. But you know what? I should absolutely play Xenoblade Chronicles 2 because I loved the first one. I loved the first one and I tried the DLC kind of thing that they added on. Hey, it's Tulsis. Yeah, I'm really feeling it. I love it's Rhine time. I always had Shulk, Rhine, and Sharla. I could not get over that Sharla's brother's name was Juju. I could not get over that. I actually really liked Dunban too, but by the time like Dunban came around, I was like, I'm set in my ways, man. Like my party is who it is, and I am not changing because we had a really good thing going where Shulk breaks, and then Rhine topples, and then Sharla dazes. That's what I used all the time, every day. Shulk has a shirtless costume. Yeah, what does he say? He says something like, let's band together, or let's do this together or something. It's been so long, but I love it's Rhine time. It's good times. Rhine is great. I love the friendship he and Shulk have. I think it's a really healthy looking, yeah, I'm really feeling it. We can do this. And then they do chain attacks and they're like, come on, everyone. They're just constantly yelling at each other. But with that fight, with that scene that we watched from Xenoblade Chronicles 2, I couldn't understand a thing any of them were saying because they really are. They're all like yelling over each other. But my favorite part of Xenoblade Chronicles is when Ryan goes, Sharla, did you see me? Did you see what I did? And then Sharla goes, oh, I wasn't really looking. And Shulk goes, it's so great. Or no, I think Ryan goes, aw, come on. And then Shulk does this ridiculous laugh as they're running around. It's great. It's great. Love it. I have the definitive edition on my Switch. I played it years ago. I loved Xenoblade Chronicles. I think Xenoblade Chronicles is a great game. If you like JRPGs, the world is massive, and I love the idea behind it all. I thought it was so much fun. I poured over 100 hours into that game when I first played it. I first played it on the Wii when everybody's heads were shaped like eggs. It's great. It's great. And the music, oh, the music is phenomenal. The Bionic Leg is some of my favorite video game music ever. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. Also, I had an epiphany. Remember I was stuck on this one last time? I had an epiphany. I was trying to figure out, I signed off and then I went in to do something somewhere. And then when I came back in to turn off the game, I was like, I got it. Yes, I think so. At least I hope so. I think I know how to do it. Shoot, I am really bad at aiming. Okay. Again, bad. Oh my gosh. Okay, you know what? It's fine. How do I... No, you're supposed to like write it. Oh, biscuits. Dude, if you like puzzle games collaboration, you need to play Limbo. Limbo is great. To be honest, it's a little darker than this because it's a child. So, but everything is in like grays and blacks. I love Limbo. I think Limbo is excellent. Okay. Okay, wait. I think I'm supposed to... Oh, shoot! I was gonna start it over. I think I have the right idea. I'm just not executing it very well. Hey, it's Dorian! Carlton! That's a good one. Carlton, William, Richard. Well, apparently Richard's aiming is really bad today. I could have sworn this is what I was supposed to do, and now I'm highly questioning. How did I die? I mean, I know I ran in. I didn't think I ran into the thing. I thought it was, I actually haven't watched the trailer for it yet. Have not watched the trailer for it yet. I wonder... How does it keep missing that tiny little ball? I need to calm down. It's fine. It's totally fine. Everything's fine. I don't understand how I'm dying. I'm dying before I even hit that thing. Aren't I? There we go. Unless I'm... The funny thing is how much you sound like a Kingdom Hearts fanatic when you talk about Xenoblade. Would you say Xenoblade is campy and cheesy? Sometimes. Every once in a while, there's a moment where you're like, nah. But for the most part, no. I mean, most of it is not, I don't feel like. The story is actually relatively kind of heavy. But some of the voice acting is kind of campy and cheesy, but I don't know. I mean, maybe. Oh, okay, good job. I've just never had an interest. Have I tried not dying? I've never had an interest in playing Kingdom Hearts. Hey, it's Terminal. I try that all the time. Well, I thought I had this. Like, I was like, oh, I just have to slow it down. Wait a minute. Oh, I did it! That's what it was. That's what I had to do. Oh me, oh my. Wah! Ah! Ah! can't believe I just ran in there. You know what? That's what you gotta do. That's what you gotta do in this game. You just gotta do it. Okay, but not there. Don't do that. You know what? Yeah, that's fine. Oh. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Oh, I see a... Oh. Hold on. I'm supposed to, like... Oh, I get it. Oh, no, I don't. Did I die? No, I did not. Okay. Oh, I see. You're not supposed to go up that way. You're supposed to go up this... Okay, got it. Because I've been here before. Dang it. Biscuits. I am really proud of my guess. I know I didn't get 100% right, but I'm really, really proud. Okay. Hurry. There we go. Okay. Oh, shoot! Darn! Darn! Oh, that was good. That was really good. Just stay there. It's fine. It's totally fine. Mediocre. Charlotte, I think I told you guys, Charlotte said that the other day. I was like, please don't let anybody hear you say that. They're gonna think I let you watch that movie. I would never let you watch that movie. Yeah, that's what I need. Okay. Oh my gosh, I thought that was gonna come. Whoa! Oh my gosh, I hit it, but because time was slowed down. Wait. That was crazy. My brain. Yeah. We've been here before. We've done all of this before, but we had the switcheroo instead of the robo fist. I have no memory of this place. Gosh. I know, only have a vague... I only have a vague memory of this place. But I'm like, I know we've done this before. But I feel like this is the first time we've ever redone a level as, like, Robot Chad. Robo Chad. Oh, shoot. I feel like I actually did just make a huge mistake, actually. Oh, no, I did not! Okay. Okay. It was like reliving a chat command.
No time today,
No siree.
Oh no! Oh yeah!
If you say darn. Is he throwing a chair? He's throwing, and then somebody brings in chairs for him to throw. Hey, Tues!
Spider Suze.
How's it going, Hayes?
Spider Suze does whatever.
Can I, like...
Spider Suze does.
Oh. Okay, that's... I was gonna say, that's fine. I can handle that. No, I can't. Oh, no! Oh, my gosh, I was so close! I thought I was gonna...
Terry, back it up!
That was so dumb. I was so slow. don't think like we did this last time. Oh yeah, we did because we landed in mashed potatoes. I do remember that. You know who should play Kingdom Hearts is Charlotte. Charlotte should 100% play Kingdom Hearts, but I think I have it on my PlayStation, but I think it's French. A friend of mine gave it to me as a gift, and I feel like no, I didn't hit the button fast enough. And I feel like it may not work. It might be region locked. I don't know. I don't know where she got it. Okay, wait, but like, can I like fall onto these? No. I think you're supposed to. Oh! Oh! I thought that one stayed there. I was wrong. I think you're supposed to like. Oh, I think you're supposed to do it faster! Sweet sassy molassie! Bye, fam! Not fam, bye, Gage. Bye, fam! Hey, it's Wobble! That's what that reminded me of. Hey, it's Wobble! Oh! I think I'm supposed to. Oh. Yeah, hey, it's Wobble. Yeah, I feel like that. Oh, yeah. I gotta tell you, some of these, I am just astounded at some of these saves of mine. I am just so good. I'm getting so lucky. So lucky. No. No.
I think I'm just supposed to like jump on it and then ride on it. Yeah, and then slow it down again so I can get up here. Ow! So close. So close. Rob! Ooh, that's another one. Robert. Have I done Robert yet? Robert. Chuck. Oh, we gotta ride it quick. Throw me off into the oblivion. Oh, I remember this. Vaguely. Oh. Go faster than that. Oh, what? My family is probably like, why is she playing this game? She obviously hates it.
Because every 5 minutes I go, what? No, I'm really enjoying this game. It's really fun. This is my self-care. Oh, that's really messed. Okay. Wait a minute, but how? Oh. Huh? Oh, I think I did it. Yeah. My nerves are so shot. What is that little achievement I got? I don't even know. Is that a person? No. What are those things? Are they guns? Okay. Can I... The music star. The music started, so it made me nervous. I don't know what I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. Sometimes. What? Yes, actually. Look at them all. They're all back there. Look, you can see them all. They're all hanging out on the tree. Root. Yeah, look at them all. They all look like me, right? Those are people. I know, if you could have a robo fist, wouldn't that just solve all life's problems?
How can you get up there?
I don't think I can get up there. I'm playing the same game I was playing 2 days ago. Same game I was playing the day after that, day before that. Called Bionic Bay, babe. None of this is explained. I don't understand any of it. Well, someone woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Oh! Oh my gosh! Is that vapor? Yep, it does. I was gonna say, does that vaporize me? It does. Of course it does. All this stuff vaporizes me. Okay. Ah! No! I pushed the wrong button! What are you gonna do? Are you gonna watch Tinkerbell? Go get the iPad and I'll show you. She needs to watch the Tinkerbell movies. The Tinkerbell movies are great. They gave Tinkerbell a huge attitude adjustment. And they made her very nice. She's so mean in Peter Pan, but the Tinkerbell movies they came out with are actually really great. And I told Auden she needed to watch them. Well, yeah, but you can't... Oh! I'm trying to rush and I needed to find somewhere to rest. You can watch Chicken Little, that's fine. I haven't watched it in a long time though, so I don't know what it's like. Well, I'll tell you what, why don't you start watching it, and then if it makes you nervous, why don't you just turn it off?
Just show you the picture of the show.
What show?
Tinkerbell!
Somebody cracked my iPad. Our iPad. It has a hairline fracture through it that was not there a couple days ago. I don't know who did it. Oh, what?
The ball.
Why did it log us out?
So why you log us out?
Uh-oh. I hope this works.
Wait. Is there no battery?
No.
But what's this?
Why did it kick us out?
Why it kicked us out?
Uh-oh.
What?
It doesn't look like Disney Plus is working right now. Tell you what.
So I can't watch Chicken Little?
Maybe not.
Oh.
Let me try again. The pig in Chicken Little makes me nervous when he beats up that vending machine. It's like, yeah, it's like, I mean, I bought it like for our family. Uh-oh. We've been technically sharing an account with a friend of mine for Disney Plus, and it suddenly booted us out. They probably got smart and were like, oh, just kidding.
What were you about to say? What were you about to say?
There you go.
Yay!
Okay, watch. Okay, here. Here are all the Tinkerbell. Here are all the Tinkerbell movies. You've got Tinkerbell, the Never Beast. There's the Never Beast, I told you. He looks kind of scary, but he's really nice. Tinkerbell and the Lost Treasure, Tinkerbell and the Great Fairy Rescue, The Secret of the Wings, and the Pirate Fairy. They're all great. I think you'd like this one the best, though. Just what?
I packed out the other thing.
What do you mean, what?
Take back to the other thing.
What do you mean type back to the other things? I don't know what that means. Here.
Go watch Chicken Little.
Oh, okay. I thought you wanted to watch Tinkerbell. There you go. Look at that helmet. It's way too big for his head. She'll be fine. I know. I told her about Chicken Little, which is wild. Yes. But of course, given how she reacted with Jumanji, and I didn't think she was going to be scared of Jumanji, I was like, oh, okay, maybe we should watch this first, but it's rated G. I don't know. I think she'll be fine. But I haven't seen Chicken Little in a really long time. Ah! Are you kidding? Wow, that thing's accurate. Total Recall. Let's watch Sicario together. We still got it rented. I'm sure it'll be fine. You guys should know this is what cartels do. This is why we gotta be careful. Right. I was actually thinking in my head, I was like, if my children saw a movie like this, they wouldn't sleep for a month. I feel the same way about Alien. Like, if Charlotte watched the movie Alien, she would not sleep. Oh, no, that's not the, oh, okay. I gotta go hide under there. Oh, I see. Okay. I'm like, everybody settle down. We're gonna watch this movie called Sicario. It's gonna be great. I remember the days of popping in the Betamax that was used to rip the movies we rented from Blockbuster right off the TV. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Quick! Oh, yeah, that was good. Okay, all right, okay. Okay. Was that mashed potatoes? Oh, jump! Come on, Timothy! Oh! I was trying to go down and oh yeah, I remember your daughter told me that you guys watched The Village when I was giving her a ride home, and I was like, you watched the what? I could never show my kids that. Although it all ends up being like fake in the end anyway, but still, I was like, Charlotte would die. She would never be able to handle a movie like that. Then she was like, yeah, we watched The Village, and we watched Jurassic Park, and we watched Signs. I was like, man. I was about to call up Jenny and be like, what the heck are you doing with your kids? Mashed Jimothy. Yep. Okay. But I mean, seriously though, like if your kids can handle it, then your kids can handle it. I just never, ever in a million years would have thought to show Charlotte those movies. But at the same time, like maybe. No. My fingers are, I'm too trigger happy. My fingers are doing me a bamboozle. Bamboozle. It's not my fingers are even Ronaldo. Timothy, that's right. Timothy. Well, they can't start me from right here. That would be much appreciated if they would do that. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. So you gotta time, okay. Yeah, you gotta time this guy over here. This guy. And then you gotta fall down here. Oh. Okay. Mashed Chad. Oh, I think I pushed that button too. Nope, not. I thought it was too early. Was not. Raw Deal, Commando, and Predator. You know what? I've actually never seen Predator. My dad loves Predator, though. My dad loves that movie. My dad can't watch the same movies he used to anymore, though. Like, as my dad's gotten older, he likes feel-good movies now. He used to go watch all those movies with my brother. They would go watch all those movies like Mad Max and like Alien and all those, you know, movies like that. And I realize those are two completely different, like on opposite ends of the spectrum. But my dad doesn't like watching movies like that anymore. He was like, I don't like watching movies that leave me with a bad feeling. And I was like, I get that. I totally get that. Because yesterday, when Andrew and I, when the girls were over at Grandma's house, after watching the movie, I couldn't help feeling like I don't really feel better. I just read the word predator. I don't really feel better. Oh, that was great. Oh, you know what is not great? This. Oh, everything's fine. Oh my gosh. I can't even control myself. I'm about to be mashed, Jimothy. I guess we're going up. This feels so scary. Predator, Predator. Who's the Predator, Predator? My dad loves that movie, but when we watched Sicario yesterday, I was like, I don't even feel like I've been entertained. I don't even feel good. I just feel worse than coming into this. And like, I won't say I regret that we watched it, but man, it was rough. But like, I watch a movie to like escape and like, you know, escape to a different world and hopefully come out feeling better. But I did not. Oh, now we have piano. CIA got you pushing too many pencils. They expect you to be able to make these itty bitty tiny whiny little jumps, and somehow they allow you to do that. And I don't know how they allow you to do that, because most games I would not be able to land on that tiny little platform. Oh, signs would absolutely terrify Charlotte. This is really pretty music. Signs terrified me. I know I played Celeste and I missed a lot of those tiny little jumps. A lot of them. Oh no. You know what? I feel like I knew that was gonna happen. Oh, I have the switcheroo thing now. Okay, so now we're dealing with cold. Oh, didn't push the button fast enough. The sign's absolutely terrified. Am I pushing the right button? I don't think I am, actually. Yeah, no, I'm not. I was pushing R1. So I'm just making steps for myself? Okay, I can do that. That's fine. Although I do not know if I can climb up that high. I think this is one I can use. Yeah. Why can I not jump up it? Oh, because it's a chain and it's in my way. Gosh dang it, chain. Just kidding. Oh, I didn't push the... I lost it. Okay, I understand. We're gonna start with the big one first. That's probably smart. I really like this music. For a game that doesn't have a whole lot of, like, super intense background music, I really like this track. And once again, they have managed to make it sound cold. Why is it? How do they do that? I don't understand how they do that. It's that piano. Oh, those are tiny, tiny little lasers that will freeze my buttocks. I assume that's there for me to hit it. Oh, because it is gonna freeze and it's gonna hang out there. The soundtrack needs more electric guitar. Oh, and this also. Oh, but it doesn't freeze. Wait. Wait, what? Bye, Lindsay. Thank you so much for being here. Have a lovely Friday. And an excellent weekend. We love Lindsay. Lindsay's great. Okay, here's a question though. If you block... Oh, they stay there. They stay there. Once they're frozen, they stay there. Okay. Let's try this again then. I think I need to do this one. Oh, I pushed the wrong button. Oh, I think I know what to do. Actually. More snow is coming to my area this weekend. Susie Grace, do you have a spare bedroom I could use for a few days? I do not. Where? Can I move it now that it's, this is a test. Frozen and it'll stay there? Oh, interesting, interesting, interesting. Okay, so we're supposed to... Okay. Okay. Oh, shoot, but that's gonna... That doesn't actually help. That reminds me of that SpongeBob episode, the hash slinging slasher, when he's like, most people just call him the because that's all they have time to say before he gets them. Tell me the story. You know what? I think I'm making this harder on myself. Oh. Maybe. But then if I use the... Ah, oh, can I move that? Oh! I can move that. Oh my goodness. Goodness gracious. Ah, man. I was thinking I was going to start over there. Okay, if I can move that, then what does that mean? What don't I know? Bye, Mithley. Have an excellent weekend. Thanks for being here. Always lovely to see Mithley. I actually wonder. See, this is the kind of puzzle gaming stuff. Oh, I'll push the wrong button again. This is the kind of puzzle gaming stuff that I really, really love. Like, it takes me a bit to figure it out, but I really, really love. I don't even have to wait that far. Wait, I think. I think I'm supposed to like. Yeah. And then I think I'm supposed to do this one. I think I did it. As long as I don't die. Ooh, dive into it. Yeah, good job, Chase. Chasin'. I knew it, Chasin'. All right, that was exercise for my brain. Wouldn't we be frozen? But you know what? Nothing makes sense in this area. Oh, look, there's a big giant hand back there. Chasin', 100% Utah, I know. I also knew a kid named Chafin, which I found very ironic because he this is gonna sound crazy, but he had like a skin condition where his lips and everything were legitimately just constantly chafing. They were just always chafed. And I found that so ironic and sad. I was like, why would you name your kid after something that could actually happen to them? I don't know. Oh. Like I felt like that was so sad. That was so weird. He was a really nice guy. But he just his skin was constantly chafing. And I don't know if he like saw a dermatologist about it or what. I don't know. I had questions. That was close. Oh dear. Ow! Okay, so when they explode, they make everything cold. There used to be a professional baseball player named Rusty Cuts. Are you serious? Really? Can you? Oh, you can move these. Saw that coming. I didn't know this Chafin guy very well, but I just remember being like, chafe is a verb. Like something can chafe. Why would you name your kid a verb? Of course, nobody expects their kid to actually have like chronically chafed skin, but at the same time, I just felt like that was so sadly ironic. Oh. Oh yeah, there's a place in California that we came across when we were driving there, or when we were driving through California when we went to visit back in like 2020, I think it was, called Bixby Knolls. And I was like, that's a Utah name if I've ever heard one. And Andrew laughed. He was like, for sure. Oh, that was stupid. What was the name that you typed out? Tragedies. Tragedies, I know. They all want to name their kids Brittany and Emily and all that stuff, but then they use really wackadoo spellings to make them stand out. It's just interesting. There's just so many kids in Utah. Dang it! I feel like... Wait a minute. But if I switch places with this thing, I can't switch places with this thing because there's nothing... Yeah, see? Yeah, no. I have not looked into Gab Wireless, but I have seen ads for it, and I feel like that's probably a good option. I have not actually looked into it, though. There's either that or there's the Bark phone, I think. Ah, I almost missed that. Or I almost made it. This one is interesting. Barely make that jump. You can do the same thing yourself for free. Plus, the phone is locked to their network. If I have to do it myself, it isn't free. That is true. Dude, when I looked into replacing, like professionally replacing the Switch Lite screen on now Auden Switch Lite, it's almost the same price to just get a refurbished Switch Lite. Almost the same price to get a new one. I was like, why would I do that? I would not do that. Yeah, it depends on the person. Some people don't handle stuff like that very well, and time is money, and I have found that I can do those things, but it takes me a while. And so I'm like, is this really worth me? Like, Anders the same way. He's like, if I have to do something myself, it is not worth the money. Or if I have it, like, it's not worth the time that I have to put into it. Anders a busy guy. I mean, you can enable... Oh, shoot, I pushed the wrong button. You can enable parental controls on a phone, yes. But not all parental controls are... they don't cover everything. Oh. That's not what I meant to do. Can I not hit that? Oh, okay. Oh, that was stupid. I was just pushing buttons at this point. Did you end up doing something with that, or did Autumn get it? She just got it with the scratches because she doesn't care. And honestly, she doesn't play it very much right now. She's just a little bit too young. She's very limited on the games that she can play. She's just a little bit too young. And so I'm not super worried about it. And chances are, we actually have an old flip phone that my mom had like gotten for like a friend or something. Okay, this one is, my problem with this one is I can't figure out what I'm supposed to switch places with. I can't tell if I'm supposed to switch places with the, if I'm supposed to switch places with the box with the laser on it, or... And when she does play the Switch Lite, she's fine. That's all she's known, is that it is the Switch Lite with the scratches. She doesn't even realize that it didn't have them before, because that's all she's ever seen. So she hasn't ever... I mean, she's not old enough to really have an issue with it, but we never did anything with it because I didn't have time. We were trying to do it all before Christmas, right? Because it was like 2 days before Christmas that I actually bought the Switch 2. And so we didn't end up having time. And I looked into doing it myself, but I do worry that I'm going to totally screw something up. Oh, that doesn't help me. Oh my gosh, it did help me. Amazing. I don't know if that was right, but it worked, weirdly. Am I like a glass? Can I, like... Ooh. I don't think I can... Can I walk through that? It is. And honestly, putting parental controls and everything on the iPad and on Charlotte's phone and everything also sucks, because then when she has educational games that she can play, all the websites are restricted, which sucks. And so, like, even though she's getting on... Oh, even though she's getting on, like, a, you know, so you need access to, like, Safari, which is the iOS browser. You don't have to use Safari, but even if you have access, if you're playing like a kid's game, like a school educational game, you still need access to Safari, but I have Safari blocked. And so then I have to go in and, like, I don't know. It's really frustrating. Oh, where am I gonna start now? Okay, that's fine. Oh, dang it. You gotta be sneaky, and you gotta be spry. Yeah. Just like that. Bet if we... Yeah, I was gonna say. We're supposed to climb up that? Oh my goodness gracious. Wow, that is bananas. Truly. Can I switch? Oh yeah, I can. That is crazy. We did it. Good job. Chasing. Chafing. Oh, wait. What? Oh, I went inside it. Oh, see, it can, oh, there's a box down there. I should use that, not the clear boxes, because those don't actually help me. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, that was... Oh, and I just got scooshed. Anyway. Oh, it's so sad that we have to be... It's so sad that we have to be so careful about our kids online, and that there's so many predators and everything online that do awful, awful things. It's really sad. Those people could use their brain power to do good things, but instead they use it to do terrible things and prey on children, and that sucks. That really, really sucks, because I'd love to give Charlotte access to, like, educational games and things, but... And I've freaked Charlotte out to a point where she's terrified of the internet, because as she should be. There are lots of really terrible things on the internet, unfortunately. There are a lot of good things on the internet too, but there are also a lot of not great things. And people can be harmed a lot. Oh, get it? Yeah, there we go. Especially children and minors. So... just sucks. Okay, we are not going to use a... But, like, even YouTube, you know? Even YouTube is like... Can't trust YouTube. I never let my kids watch YouTube unless I am watching it with them. Because you just never know. Wow, there's so much happening. Oh, that was close. Oh, I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to... Huh? Oh, come on. Come on! Yeah, good job. Good job making the ice ladder. Debating buying the Switch used in the course for $70 on eBay, Catalyst 2960, so I have access to the hardware when I'm not at the lab. That seems reasonable for $70. Do I go up in here? What do I... What's the story here? Oh. Okay. That didn't... I feel like those are bombs. Maybe? Oh, I guess we're going up. Up. Oh, no, we're not. We can't go all the way up. Oh, I think that's where we're supposed to go. Dang it. Fall damage is a thing in this game. I forgot. Oh, these controls are wacky. Knew that was gonna happen. How are you? Oh, I understand. How did I miss that the first time? I don't understand how I actually missed that. Okay. Okay, that's how you do that. Got rid of that obstacle. I just remember always being scared as a kid. And so I'm really careful about what Charlotte watches. And what Auden... Oh, I thought I could grab onto those. Oh, okay. I have to be really careful. And then after we watched the Jumanji trailer and Auden was terrified, I was like, okay. Now I gotta be extra careful with what Auden watches. I keep pushing the wrong button. I'm used to that time slowing down button. Charlotte watched the Tinkerbell, like, Disney movie called The Pirate Fairy. And I think Tom Hiddleston plays, like, the main guy in it. And he turns out to be kind of a turncoat. Like, he befriends this fairy, and then he gets her to lead him directly to the place he wants to go or whatever. And then he's a turncoat, basically. And I remember telling Charlotte, being like, oh, he's the bad guy. And she was terrified. She would never watch the movie after that, because I had this moment where I was like, oh, he's actually the bad guy. And she was freaked out by it, and she couldn't handle it. So she never watched the movie again. And I was like, well, that was my bad. I was just trying to be like, oh, wow. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Maybe oh, you know what? I think I'm supposed to make all those bombs explode. Okay. There we go. I think I'm supposed to make all those bombs explode and then go over to the other side. I thought I was supposed to go up and around, but I don't think that's the case anymore. Ah, let me go this way. I thought we had to go up. I was wrong. Oh! Whew! Okay, but like, there's a ladder. Oh! That's cool. Good thing they gave you a bunch of them. Come on! Oh, I got smooshed. Dang. Darn it. Yikes. I think they're just gonna keep coming, but that was stupid. Shouldn't have done that. Oh, I got scooshed again. Dang. Darn. I'm gonna start with the, no, I'm not. I'm gonna start with this top one. That was the one I needed, I think. So maybe not. Can I make that? Yeah. Got it. Hey, it's Cinnamon! From this Lego movie. Dude, Lego movie is one of the most quotable movies ever. We just watched it last weekend. I just watched it again for the first time in forever with my girls. Oh, we loved it. We had such a good time.
Show?
Do you not want to watch it anymore?
Well, I finished.
Chicken Little? No, you didn't. It's an hour-long movie, dude. Oh, that's okay. If you don't want to watch it anymore, that's fine. Do you want to watch Tinkerbell?
Well, Mama.
Yes, baby.
Well, is there another one?
Another one of what?
Chicken Little.
No, that's the only Chicken Little there is. You can watch The Secret of Wings. You'll love it. Stop asking for recommendations if you're not going to take them.
I just don't want to watch Bluey.
Oh, well then just watch Bluey, dude. There you go. I know you've said this before, but it does seem like C gets sort of hyped up by the impressions she takes from you, which is kind of cute. I know. I have to be really careful about what I say because I can make all the difference when it comes to how we go into a movie or how she responds to a show or a movie or whatever. You know, if I tell her, oh, that movie scared me a lot or whatever, I don't know. And she gets like really nervous about it. But if I'm like, oh yeah, you'll be fine. Even if I don't really know if she'll be fine or not, she will go in with much better expectations. How do we get down here? Oh, I can't tell like what is in the foreground and what is in the background and like what I'm supposed to like jump on. I gotta tell ya, I do not love the sounds. Oh my gosh. Oh! Okay, I know what I need to do. I just had a hard time. But we're watching Fly Away Home tonight. Originally, we were gonna watch Jumanji, but then Jumanji absolutely terrified Auden, and I was like, never mind. So we're gonna watch Fly Away Home tonight. They're making a live action Chicken Little? No, they are not. You are lying. There's no way. Oh. I think I'm supposed to stay under that little ball. Maybe. Oh. It's hard to duck when you can't figure out which direction you're walking. Maybe I'm just supposed to run? Oh, when are they making? Oh, I thought you said they are making, and I was like, no, they're not. I feel like a live action Chicken Little would be. So we have a book that my mom gave us that's like, I can't figure out how to, which direction am I pushing? That's a little frustrating. Okay. It's called Henny Penny. And it's basically the story of Chicken Little, but it's with Henny Penny as the main character. And Henny Penny is out collecting acorns or whatever, and then an acorn falls on her head, and then she feels like the sky is falling. And the other day we were reading it, and she meets she meets Goosey Lucy, Ducky Lucky, and then she also meets Gander Lander. And I was like, I'm pretty sure these characters did not exist in the original story. And then all of a sudden I was like, wait a minute, the original story isn't even Henny Penny, it's Chicken Little, isn't it? Chicken Little is the one who says that the sky is falling. And then she runs into her friends, Henny Penny, Goosey Lucy, and Turkey Lurkey, right? And then they run into Foxy Loxy. Oh. And Foxy Loxy either tries to eat them all or not. I don't know. I feel like I've read it in multiple ways. Oh, how am I supposed to get up there? But the book we have is Henny Penny. She's the one that says the sky is a fallen. And then she meets Goosey Lucy, Ducky Lucky, and Gander Lander, and Turkey Lurkey. And I was like, what? That doesn't make any sense. I feel like that's Chicken Little. Hey, it's Skybird! Oh, I think I understand. It's gonna be We're channeling our inner Elsa powers with this one. Get it? Yeah. That is a really cool way to build like a climbable staircase. Ooh, duh. Am I thinking of the right story? Like, it's not Henny Penny, right? Hey, it's Sknoo! This isn't this. This is the most Bionic Bay you've ever seen. You will probably ever see in your life. Wow, they are getting yoinked up in there. Okay, I gotta see where they land. But then dive right into it. Ah, wow. Good job, self. I gotta see where they land and then just dive right in. You know what? I'm marking that. So stupid. The birds. The sky is falling. The sky is falling. Dinosaurs. Oh, be serious. Oh, be serious. Oh my gosh. Who made this? Who made this place? This should not be possible. I should not be alive. I should not have made any of these saves, but here we are. And it actually when I was reading that story to Auden the other night, it reminded me of the song, the Fox... Henny Penny and Chicken Little are the same story. Henny Penny is the European version. Oh, okay. I was so confused. I was like, wait a minute. But I thought Henny Penny was a character in Chicken Little. I think I just pushed up. I think it's counting down. I think it's gonna explode. Oh. Oh, I thought that was gonna scoosh me. Am I supposed to ride it up there? No, I'm not. Such a Bionic Bay. I know. Everything about it is so bionic. Oh. Oh, wait. No. If I just switch places with it like this, yeah, there we go. For the record, though, this game is super fun. If you like this kind of puzzle platforming, this game is really, really fun. I was gonna say, if you get in front of it and hit it in the opposite direction, does it still come and annihilate you? Yes, it does. Can confirm, it does indeed. Like, I know what I'm supposed to do, but like, how? There's this thing in the way. How? That's good to know that Henny Penny and Chicken Little are the same. Am I supposed to like ride it over this way? I don't think this is actually technically what you're supposed to do, but I don't see any other option. So, because that thing won't make it through the thing. Okay, okay, okay. I'm gonna do it this way. Maybe there's no real right or wrong way. Maybe it's just however you can make it happen, which I always appreciate with games. It's always nice to be like, did you do it? Well, then you did it the right way. Doesn't have to be... Can I make that jump? That is a great question. That is... Oh! Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, I thought I could do it off the higher one, but I cannot. Oh, no, I can't make that. Yep. That was my first ever game like this, was Limbo, and I loved Limbo. Absolutely loved Limbo. It was unlike anything I'd ever played. Oh. Huh. Okay, because it's on a decline, you can't actually do a dodge roll. Am I supposed to like move? Oh, can I move this? Oh, I can move this. Oh my goodness. Woo! Whoa. Okay, all right, that makes sense. Oh man, that was really close. I loved Limbo. You know what? I have never played that game, but it's on sale right now from the Humble store for like $1.69. Just got an email about it today. Is it the same kind of thing? Oh no, I'm stuck. Oh no, I'm not. Just kidding. I was gonna say, I feel like I can grab hold of that, but... Yeah, I think through the Humble store, I think it's on sale for like $1.69, and I was gonna buy it today. Because somebody else recommended that. I think it was Scarecrow. Oh. Okay, we can switcheroo all these things. It's kind of like puzzle platforming like this, but in more of a Metroidvania style. Really interesting. Oh my gosh, I just realized what that was, that it's a bouncy thing. Oh my gosh. Sweet sassy molassy, that was crazy. And look, here we are, end of the level. End of the line. Holy moly. So far, like, I love the level design. The level design's really cool. All the different laser beams have like different... I also really enjoyed the game Leap Year. I thought Leap Year was really fun. I didn't make it through all of Leap Year, but I like the idea behind it. I'm okay. Everything's fine. Tyler's fine. Were those birds? Ah. Face first into that. Okay, I see. I did not realize this was right beneath me. Dang it. Like in VVVVVVVV, you can try multiple paths instead of having set levels. Eventually, you have to go around everywhere. I'll have to get it. I was gonna get it this morning and then something happened and I forgot. I love puzzle platformers like this. Man, they do a really good job of making this world feel so gigantic. I mean, look how small you are. Oh, we have water. Okay. So we're like at the bottom of... I have to go through that. Maybe not. Maybe I can pick this up. What's that? there are people in the thing. I think they're decapitated. Oh, and they're all in the things. All those things are filled with people. I just noticed that. I thought they were lights. Most humble greetings to you, admirable human sir. Pray, let us proceed directly to the matter at hand. My most advanced senses humbly suggest that we have been transported a great distance from our point of origin. Yet, my trusty internal chronometer tells that the journey from our laboratory to this world took but 0.42 seconds. At light speed, this would be a third of the distance between Earth and the moon. The only way we could have traveled further is through a wormhole's involvement. Yet, the likelihood of such an event is nigh on negligible. Curiously, my internal Wi-Fi adapter remains connected to our office WLAN. How is that possible? As an aside, it appears that my unit has been rendered obsolete. Thus, you are most welcome to make use of my ChronoLag glasses. Godspeed, dear friend. I can't lend you a hand this time, but mayhap in the future. I get glasses? Am I wearing them now? Oh, so now I can do the switcheroo thing and I can manipulate time. I did not realize all of those things were filled with people. They're all filled with clones. Robots? Okay. So this is sort of like, well, I was going to say it's sort of like a Metroidvania, but it's really not because... Oh, we've got to like switch and then slow time down. Oh, that's crazy. Wow, I really love that. Oh, but that's fall damage. Dang it. This is where all the interns end up. Yep. Oh, I know what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to switch with one, I think. And then, like, dive off to the side, I think so. Oh, I was too early. Too early. I think my only complaint about this game so far... Oh, shoot. That did not end up working out. Is how long it took you to get these power-ups. I feel like the game, they could have given you these power-ups earlier because a lot of the levels do sort of feel the same. I mean, the puzzles aren't the same, but it definitely feels... I kind of wish we would have gotten these powers earlier. I don't know, maybe not. No. Woo! But I love the idea of using them both at the same time. That's really, really cool. And I really like this music a lot. I honestly did not think we were going to get that. I didn't think we were going to get... I thought we were going to have to continue using, like, robo power, like those robo levels, and then the human levels where he had the switcheroo, and then the robo levels where he had the... Hey... I don't know why I did that. It's Land Rider! I played Rayman Origins and Rayman Legends, loved both of them. Thought they were both excellent games. I thought Rayman Legends was better than Rayman Origins. The only thing that was missing from Origins was the Land of the Living Dead. Make sure you get V, 6 Vs, and not 5 Vs. Completely unrelated game. I feel like that's what Scarecrow said. I feel like Scarecrow was like, there are 2 games that are very similar. Okay. Oh! Oh my gosh. Oh, you're supposed to time that better. You know what? I have heard so many people talk about Pizza Tower. I know nothing about Pizza Tower, but man, it is talked about in indie game, like in indie game videos on YouTube and stuff. I have definitely heard it talked about among... can I just jump on this? Oh! Dang it. Dang it. Dang it. Cage is back! I don't know what this map is. It's just, I also don't know how I'm supposed to make that jump. I've made it twice before, but I feel like I've gotten lucky. Yeah, that's right. Whoo! Okay. So now we have like a switcheroo thing where we can switch places with things, but we also have the time slowdown. We have to go to the store today too. We're missing things. Oh. This is by far my favorite puzzle part of the game so far. This is really cool, combining these two powers together. And like I've said before, I don't think we're going to get any answers. I don't think we're actually going to find out what happened. I think this is going to be a kind of... It's going to be kind of vague, but the gameplay is really fun, and that matters to me. It's enough... The gameplay is fun enough that I don't necessarily need a whole lot of... Oh, that's right. Am I supposed to... Oh. I feel like that'll kill me. Was there a guy up there? It has the same colors as Portal. Oh, okay. Am I supposed to go? No. These are aperture science mashed potatoes. That they are. I feel like there are like breaks in the... Oh, they are. They're portals. But how though? Like that. You just jump into it like that. But you don't want to slow it down because... Well, maybe you do want to slow it down. Okay. Cage is back. I'm off. See you later. Maybe if I... If I slow it down... You can't use it as a portal if you slow it down. Sorry, I gotta stretch. Ugh. Ugh. Digging the soundtrack for this part, though. Although it just stopped now. So you come out where you jump, like where you jump in. So if you jump from this... Ah, yes, okay. I was gonna say, so if you jump from that height... What? Did you guys just see that? That's me in that water. But then I was also spit out. What the prestige is this? Sorcery. I'm so confused. Auden treats me like a maid all the time. She might as well just snap her fingers and be like, please bring me a plate of apples and peanut butter. Peon. I'm like, I am not a servant. Bring me my blanket. No, you go get your blanket. Your leg's broken? Oh dear. Was I supposed to do that? I don't think I was. What is causing all of this magnesis? I'm in school. Only one class per semester for now because money. Got another part-time job. Lost my first part-time job. Yeah. And my roommate legit made me pay me to do her laundry. I pay Charlotte to do our laundry. If I don't want to do it and I have tons of baskets, I'll pay her to do it. I am confused why that was magnetic all of a sudden. It doesn't make any sense, but there's no way I can make that. I'm gonna die. Oh, just kidding. These are robots. They're building robots. Scary robots. It's kind of scary robots. Looks like a hand or an arm or something. I don't think this factory is up to code. Oh, there's more. Those are more those are more portals. Oh, biscuits. Oh, I have to say, wait, I'm sorry. Terminal says, I returned with chocolate and a wet sock. Glad you put stupid snow because I had lots of questions. I don't like doing laundry, but I do need more money. And she makes the most out of anyone in our house. I mean, dude, I told Charlotte the other day, I was like, if something happened to Ander, like if something happened to Papa and I needed to find ways to work with you guys, I would go clean people's houses. Like, there are ways you can make money. It's not enjoyable by any means, no, but like, you do what you have to do, man. Like, I would clean people's houses. I would mow people's lawns. I would do things that I could bring my kids with me to. Like cleaning people's houses and stuff. I mean, you just like, is it, like I said, is it enjoyable? No, it's not at all. And is it a sucky job? Yeah, kinda, but I would do whatever I had to do. No. I have to say, my daughter and my husband were talking and he said something about we need to, and my girl looked right at him and said, we? You got a mouse in your pocket? We need to. Who's we? Who? Whomst? Whomst is we? I think I understand what I'm supposed to do. Combining these two mechanics is simple, but it is not always easy. Ain't that the truth? I think this is the end of the level. Money can be exchanged for goods and services. Now we're coming up on Anders' really busy season. And I'm trying to think, like, what are all the things I need to buy while Anders, like, really busy? I'm actually considering getting Charlotte some of those bone conduction headphones because she always wants to listen to her music while she does all sorts of things, but I can never talk to her because she's wearing her headphones. So I think if we got her some of those bone conduction ones, she could still hear me and listen to her music all the time. And you can find them on Amazon for $15 at this point. I mean, they don't have to be the really expensive Aftershocks brand, which is what I bought for myself and tried a while back. And I liked them. They work really well, and they're really... I can't run on that. This frees my booty. Oh! Well, shut my mouth and paint me red. And I don't remember who I got that phrase from. What, I got a mouse in my pocket? We? What, you got a mouse in your pocket? Yeah, I mean, like, there's just times where you just gotta... Ooh, I was gonna say, I don't be like, hey, it's yoga! What? Big brain time. What are you looking up? What are you playing? Oh. Charlotte gave up on Portal. She said Portal was too hard, which I totally get. I was like, that's fair. It's totally fair. I don't know how I was gonna say, I don't know how I made that. I didn't. I did not. Hey, and it's Rumi! How's it going, Rumi? Is that the handsome Squidward emote? This jump is impossible. Impossible. Oh. Wait a minute. Oh? This game is so cool. I would not want to be Chad or Jimothy right now, but this game is so cool. I am enjoying it. And you know what? I knew the second I watched the trailer, I was like, I'm gonna freaking love that game. 100%. Shout out to Mac. Mac gifted it to me. She was so kind. I'm enjoying this tremendously. I love games like this. Rumi comes into chat and it always reminds me of... Oh my goodness. It always reminds me of the beginning of K-pop Demon Hunters when they're like, we love Rumi! She's pop star royalty. Are you? Are you pop star royalty, Rumi? Sing for us. Sing for us. Ah! Oh, I knew something terrible was going to happen. It was waiting for me. I don't know what the problem is. Yeah, I mean, I would say that until I just then almost died. Oh, I can slow time down. That's right. Mashed potatoes. Ah. Dang it. And there go the death traps. Well, I admit I do not know where to... Oh. Maybe I know where to go? I think I'm supposed to, like... Nope. Oh. Oh. Does this put me back at the beginning? No. Death. I think it's just on the floor in the family room. Am I supposed to switch places with something? Not that. Well, I'm obviously supposed to fall into this. Oh! Okay. Oh, portals everywhere. Yeah, portals all over the place. That's gonna scoosh me. Nah. Okay. Oh, I'm supposed to make it up? Like all the way up? Oh, I can't keep this straight. Where am I going? I can't keep it straight. Anyone watch the old series Heroes with Silas? I have never even heard. Wait. Is that with the blonde chick? What's her name? Hayden Panettiere or whatever her name. I never watched it, but I remember everybody was crazy about it. It was very popular. Okay, well, I'm obviously supposed to utilize these portals to... get up there, maybe? Whoa, I cannot keep this straight. My brain cannot keep this straight. Okay, so that comes out there. That comes out up there. That comes out there. Oh, that's right. Zachary Quinto was in that. I completely forgot. Yes, baby. I'm sorry, he what?
He got me oranges a different way I never did.
I'm sorry, he got you oranges in a different way that he never has before? Well, I got news for you.
I don't like it.
Can you bring them to me and show me? Trying to keep a straight face. Trying to keep a straight face while she's like, I'm really upset, but I'm like, I can't take you seriously right now. Oh, I think I'm just supposed to... Wait, what? How did... I don't understand. Oh, well, tell you what. All of these, you just peel them apart like this, and then you just nom them like that.
I don't like it.
Well, you know what? It's because he had to cut up this orange. Why don't you have Sissy go bring me a knife, okay? I know, there, Orange Gate. I don't understand why this all of a sudden just, like, worked. I don't understand. Maybe I'm supposed to go in here? Whoa. Hey, Charlotte, I just need a knife. Please. Don't even worry about it. It's fine. It's just... I'll fix it, baby. Ah! Dang it. Oh, I see it now. She doesn't like them cut up this way. But Papa's busy. So I'm just gonna... And I'm also busy, so I'm just gonna cut them up. There. Would you like to have pizza for dinner tonight?
Just square pizza.
I love you, baby. Ander is busy, and he's got a lot he's trying to get done because he's not working today, and so he's trying to take advantage of it. And unfortunately, when he is home, it is very easy for me to be like, well, you're home. Can't you just help? And he's like, I mean, yes, but I also have like 900 things I'm trying to accomplish if I'm going to be working for the rest of the weekend or, you know, whatever. And so he's trying to balance getting his stuff done, but also We also just have to go to the grocery store. We're running out of food and we're running out of snacky foods. We just haven't been. And so it's hard. So when Auden goes, I'm hungry, it's like, oh, what do we have to give you? Okay. All you got to do is eat the pieces that don't have, look. Will you go get me a baby wipe, please, love? Now my fingers are sticky. Normally, I would not have cut all these rinds off, but because I am busy and I am in the middle of something, I do not have the time to deal with the tantrum. Mommin' hard. Clementines are way better, but they're harder to find. I like how you lead your team. Some people would be like, well, why could he do it? That's very kind. And also, you make the kiddos feel very validated. You're so kind. I try. Sometimes I fail, but I did make a promise to myself after reading a story. Okay, I'll take this. You eat those, okay? Those taste just like a regular. They're good. Yeah, but... Oh, they have seeds? Oh, let's see. Oh, bye-bye. Well, I don't see any seeds in that one. Don't see any seeds in that one. Don't see any seeds in that one. I don't see any seeds anywhere. But you know what? If you do find a seed, bring it to me, okay? I want to see. Okay? I don't think you'll find it, though. I love you, baby. I read a story a while back that about this mom that had a problem with yelling at her kids. And I don't want anybody to feel like I'm shaming or anything like that. I don't want that. This is simply my personal experience. My parents rarely ever yelled in our house when I was growing up. Every once in a while, my parents would get in a big knockdown, drag-out fight, and there would be yelling, and it was always really scary. And I only ever watched my dad lose control one time, and that was also really scary. Now that I have lived with my mom and I understand how my mom's brain worked and how she oftentimes could push people to feel very frustrated because she did not communicate very well sometimes, I can understand why my dad lost it. But at the time, when I was a kid, I didn't get it. And so I did not grow up with yelling much around my house. I had friends whose parents yelled. And when I say yell, I don't mean just raise your voice and be like, hey, somebody listen to me. I mean like legitimate angry yelling. And I read a story that this woman said on her blog or something at one point where she said, I'm trying really hard not to yell at my children because they don't listen when I do it anyway. And then it just creates lots of tension and it just creates lots of fear. And I didn't want my kids to be afraid of me. And so she said, I remember I had put my child to bed and he came out of bed and came out of his room and I was so angry. And I've been there too, where you put them to bed and they won't leave you alone. And you're like, why can you not just stay in your bed? But they always need something, water, they need to go to the bathroom, but they really don't. Or they want another story, or they want more snuggles, or they need another blanket or whatever. It's all just excuses. And she said, I had to, yelling is a tone of voice. It's not necessarily the volume. If you sound scary and angry at your kids, then obviously, anyway. So, and that's not to say that you can't be angry with your kids. Obviously I have found myself in that position as well, but I don't ever scream at my children. And she said her son came out of his bedroom and it was like the 14th time and she was so frustrated but she clamped it down and she was like, let's go. And she, maybe not 14 times, but he'd come out a bunch. And so she led him back to his room and she tucked him in and she gave him a hug and she was like, this is the last time I'm coming in your room, buddy. You need to go to bed. And when he wrapped his arms around her, he said, Mama, I just want to tell you I love you, or you're my favorite mom in the world, or something like that. And she thought, if I had yelled and if I'd been like, get back in your room right now, if I had done that, I wouldn't have had that moment. We wouldn't have shared that little moment together. And that, I read that before I got pregnant. And I remember thinking, I will never talk to my children that way. And I'm proud to say that I don't ever talk to my children that way. But it is really hard because there are times where I want to be like, are you not listening to me? And I want to yell, but I don't. I may have a stern voice, but I don't ever actually scream at my children. And and some parents don't have to yell sometimes. And my children, and I was kind of the same way, I was far more worried about disappointing my family than or disappointing like my dad than him yelling. My dad was not a yeller, but he was one of those that would get really disappointed, and that was worse to me. So my parents never yelled at me. I do remember my older brother and my mom having some yelling matches a couple times. Right around the time my brother got his girlfriend pregnant, and our world was like crumbling, and my brother was struggling and my mom was struggling. Dad spanked you? That is shocking. I never thought Dad would spank ever. And so I want my children to feel comfortable coming to me with any problem, you know? And so I've also seen lots of videos of like parents when their kids, videos online of parents being like, the cycle breaks with me. And then it shows a video of like their kid doing something, like accidentally knocking down something where all this stuff goes everywhere and whatnot. And the kid is like, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. And it's like a, you know, it's a video from like a home footage camera or whatever. And the parent is like, it's okay, buddy. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at you. It's okay. Can you help me clean this up? You know, and it says at the top, like the cycle breaks with you or something like that, because it's a choice. And just because your parent reacted and either hit or yelled or spanked or whatever and was like, what were you doing? You know, I said no running in the house, you know, things like that. We can still all make choices. Even if that was our example, we still know that that example is wrong. And so we can still make a choice and go, you know what? I'm really frustrated because I'm really sad those things broke, but it's okay. I'm not mad at you. And this is another thing I try really hard is I never call my children bad. I always say, you made a really bad choice, but I don't ever call them, well, you've been a bad kid or a bad girl or whatever. I don't even say that to my dog, because I once said that to my dog and Charlotte was like, Mama, people are not bad. Dogs are not bad. She just made a bad choice. And I was like, you are right. And so I try really hard when my children have gotten into trouble. I try really hard to get down to their level and be like, I do not love what you did, but I love you. You are not a bad kid, but you made a really crappy choice. And that seems to go a lot farther than spanking or hitting or whatever. And I've actually found that with me, sending my kids to their rooms never did anything. I would lock myself in a room. And me cutting off my attention to them and physically being like, Mama cannot handle being around you right now. I need to be alone. And going into my room and closing the door on their crying little face and locking it did way more damage. And like, I say way more damage, but had way more emotional weight than my kid going to their room and me being like, go to your room. I had to show them that I was physically tapped out, and I had to be like, Mama can't be around you right now because you are not being kind and you are making Mama feel very angry right now. So I don't believe in like gentle parenting and being like, oh, we don't do things like that. I will not sugarcoat things, but I do not call my kids bad. And I make sure they understand that the behavior was wrong, not them. And so even now I'll be like, oh, well, you know, oh yeah, this guy I read about or something, he was a bad guy, just a really bad person. And Charlotte's like, Mama, there's no such thing as a bad person. People just make bad choices. And she's absolutely right. She's absolutely right. Sometimes I get really, really like frustrated with my children and I want to, oh, okay. There are definitely times where I really want to yell or I want to be like, hey, why aren't you listening to me or whatever. But I always think of that story when that kid was like, Mama, you're the best mom in the whole world. And she was like, I never would have had that experience if I had yelled at him. And so I just remember that. But I'm not saying that it's easy, and I'm not trying to tell anybody else how they're supposed to raise their kids or anything like that, because some kids are also kids that definitely could use a little swat on the behind sometimes. And I mean like a swat. I don't mean like a, you know, there's a huge difference between like swatting somebody on a diapered behind and being like, get out of here, you know, just kind of doing a little playful swat, and like putting them over your knee and like smacking them, you know, those are two different things in my head. But I don't think I ever swatted my kids, but I didn't want them to be afraid of me. I just did not want to parent by fear. That's not the type of person I am. Because ultimately I really wanted to be the parent that when they got into trouble someday, when they were teenagers, they still felt like they could come talk to me. And we didn't have to have this like, well, I'm going to be in so much trouble if my mom finds out. I didn't want them to keep secrets from me. And so I'm trying really hard to be that parent, to be like, it's okay. You're not in trouble. Just tell me, you know, like the other day, what happened? Oh, the iPad crack. I was like, who cracked the iPad? Auden was like, it wasn't me. And Charlotte was like, well, it wasn't me. And I was like, nobody's in trouble. I just need to know, did anybody drop the iPad? No, like nobody has fessed up to it. And I'm like, all right, well, whatever. This is just kind of what happens. This is just a hazard that happens when you have toddlers that are handling something like an iPad. Should I have had a screen protector on it? Yes, I should have, but I didn't. And it's a hairline crack and it's not the end of the world and it's fine. The screen still works and it's fine. But I just feel like, I don't feel like permissive parenting has gone way too far, and there are too many kids now that have never been told no in their lives, and it's bleeding into the schools, and then the teachers have no way to discipline these kids because the kids have never been disciplined. And so then when they finally get disciplined, they run home and they're like, the teacher was so mean to me, and then the parent expects the teacher to be permissive, and that's just not how this works. Hey, it's Mud. Oh, well, I guess that's true. It depends on the situation. If trouble is necessary, like obviously if they did something knowingly wrong and they, you know what I mean? Like last night, Auden lied for the first time. Like the first time that we know of. She lied for the first time. She came in and she asked me, she goes, how much time until bedtime? And I said, probably like, I said, I don't think you have any more minutes left. I think you need, she and Ander were doing perler beads in the family room. And I was like, I think you need to get ready for bed now. And she came out into the family room, and apparently she came out and she went, Mama says we have more minutes left. And Ander was like, I think you just lied. But we didn't make it this big deal where we were like, we can't believe you lied. Like we didn't make it that big of a deal. We were just like, oh my gosh, she straight up just lied flat to our faces. Top tier parenting 101 here. Dope community here. Close to that age, so it's nice to hear these thoughts. I definitely want my kids to be in a safe place and have an encouraging environment. They do need stern parenting. See, that's just it. So many parents want to just be their kids' friends, and I totally get that. But I feel like there's a fine line between. My mom was she was kind of my friend for a lot of my teenage years, and I don't feel like that did me a whole lot of favors. I feel like not that I was a bad kid, because I wasn't a bad kid. I made pretty good decisions, but my mom was definitely far less stern than my dad was. And then my mom, every time my dad would come down on me, my mom would be like, well, just cut her a break or whatever. But my mom was trouble when she was in high school. And my dad knew that. And so he was like, I do not want our daughter to be trouble, which is totally fair. Like, I completely understand that. And it's scary. When you have girls, it's scary. It's really scary. This is what I say. And this is only semi-family friendly, but this is what a friend of mine said. She was from Venezuela. She was pregnant with a boy, I think. And she was like, when you have a boy, you only have to worry about one pee-pee. When you have a girl, you have to worry about a lot of peepees. I was like, that is one of the most accurate things I've ever heard about being a girl parent. You have to worry so much. So of course my dad was worried. My mom was trouble in high school, and he was like, I don't want our daughter to be trouble. It's totally true. There's so much worry that comes with having a girl. Oh my gosh. And there's worry that comes from having a boy too, but it's just different. So when Charlotte's like, well, I don't understand why I can't just stay home while you run to the store. I'm like, I can't like, it's just different, dude. Or how come I can't run into the store and just grab it? She's got friends that are her age that go to the store. Like she's got friends that are boys that are her same age that will walk into a grocery store while their mom waits in the car in the parking lot. And Charlotte's like, well, how come I can't do that? I'm like, because you're a girl. I'm sorry, but it's just different. It's just different. And I know that there are a lot of people out there that want to say that there isn't a difference, but there just is. Girls are just in more danger. It's just, they just are. That's my opening. And I missed it. Dang it. Yeah, it's yeah, I don't know. It's hard, but I just think it is possible to be a supportive parent and be a really, a really good parent, but also be, close with your kids. I was really close with my mom. I told my mom everything, and I didn't get into massive amounts of trouble. I certainly didn't get into trouble like my brother did. My brother's the one that got his girlfriend pregnant. I never got into trouble like that. But I think you can, and my brother's ex-wife has a lot of issues with, like, lots of issues with mental illness in her family, which is really hard, and lots of kind of manipulative, like emotionally manipulative situations. And her mom is that way, and her sisters are that way, and everything. And I understand that, but I also am such an advocate for, be the difference. Then don't let that basically, because even if you grow up with a dad that hits your mom, or you grow up with a dad that hits you, or you grow up with a dad that hits your siblings but maybe not you, or whatever, or a mom that does that, or a mom that's emotionally manipulative or whatever, when you're a kid, you know that that's wrong, but when you're a kid, you might be able to kind of blur the lines and you follow your dad's example anyway. But as you get older, you learn when that is not appropriate behavior, and you learn that that is not okay ever. And so to use that as an excuse, that is when you're playing a victim. And I don't really agree with that. You have the power to be the break in the chain, but it's really, really hard. It's really, really hard. And I get it, because if it's all, if it's all you were raised with, then yeah, it's really hard. But I remember when Andrew and I were talking, he was working with the young men, which is like the boys aged 12 to 18 in our church congregation. And he had just been called to work with them, and we went out to lunch at some point, and he was like, I never had a very good father figure. I never had a good dad. My dad wasn't a very good father figure. My stepdad wasn't a very good father figure, but my youth leaders were really good father figures to me. And he said, I can tell you right now that I'm going to do my best to be the very best dad I can be, because I didn't have one. And so when you're faced with a situation when you grew up with not great parental, not great parents or whatever, you really do have a choice. You can either be your parents or not. Not saying it's easy, because my sister-in-law definitely uses that a lot. She uses that a lot. Well, my mom did it that way, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, well, okay, but you still know that that can be really detrimental to a child's development to say things like that, or be emotionally manipulative like that. You didn't like being treated that way, so why are you treating your family that way now? Well, that's just what I grew up with. That's all I know. No, that's not all you know, because you know that that's wrong. Anybody can watch a sitcom and know that that behavior is wrong. So ultimately, we gotta be the change. Maybe hard, but we gotta be the change. Obviously, I grew up with parents that mostly respected each other, at least when we were around. I think there were lots of problems. But yeah, it's like, that's all I know. Well, then you need to learn something different. Then you need to learn something new. That's not good enough. And when it comes to our children, like, there's so many kids out there that are in bad situations with parents that are either, are either just are angry all the time or whatever. And it's so hard. It's so hard. And I feel like I'm starting to skirt sketchy ground here. I don't want anybody to feel like I'm judging other parents or anything, but I will say that when I see kids, when I talk to kids or when I see kids or whatever, I see it in my own youth group. I work with girls that are ages 11 all the way up to age 18. Charlotte is our newest recruit, I guess. She's our newest one. And I see the effect that this poor parenting has on these teenage girls. I can pick the ones out of the group of our girls, which ones have crappy dads that are making stupid decisions, that are not being supportive of the mom, and not being supportive of the girls, who are being controlling, who are being abusive, maybe just emotionally. I don't think we have any physical abuse going on, but I can tell you who they are simply because of the way that they act when they're around all the other girls, when they act when they're around me. I know who they are, and I see how detrimental it is to them. I see it on a weekly basis, and it makes me so sad, because I wish there was something I could do, but I don't know. The only thing I can do is be that person, to be that, you know, to be, maybe they don't have a mom that they feel like they can go to. So I'm like, well, okay, if you don't feel like you have a mom that you can go to with a problem like this, then come to me. Or if you don't like being like, oh, what if my mom was here? If that makes you feel highly uncomfortable, be like, well, what if Sister Susie was here? You know, maybe that will help you. You know, maybe that will help you make a better choice. You know, if you imagine yourself, you know, it's easy for, you know, in religious settings to be like, well, imagine Jesus is with you. That's kind of a overwhelming thing to imagine. But I'm like, imagine if I was there. Imagine your mom there. Ah! Okay, well, imagine if I was there. Or imagine if Sister, you know, so-and-so was there. I don't know. I remember leaders doing that for me and being like, you know, if you don't feel comfortable telling your mom, then maybe you can feel comfortable telling me. I don't know. I've experienced a lot, and I've seen a lot. Ander has seen a lot, especially being bishop of our church congregation. He saw a lot. He worked a lot with the youth, and he saw a lot of, you know, I see it all the time. Kids need good parents that are supportive of each other and that are in it. And not every kid deserves parents. And unfortunately, not every parent deserves kids. Unfortunately, it sucks. Wait a minute. Shane says, delivering pizza, ripping mad smoke, turned left, and all I saw was blue lights. I rolled the window down as smoke was still escaping out my nostrils, showed them my ID. They saw the pizza bags and let me roll. I was pinching a hole in my underwear the whole time. Oh my gosh. So grateful for my upbringing. Could be so tough, especially when you meet others from like you in high school or college. I'm like, wow, I'm glad I was a youth leader for some time, because you can see how much people open up to just a normal person. I should do that again, per what we've discussed here. Yeah, I mean, it takes a special person. It's true. When I learned the same thing when I was in, when I did eyelash extensions, I learned the same thing. Like people close their eyes and it's like nothing exists. And I had people tell me all sorts of crazy things, and I'd be sitting there like working on somebody and they'd tell me something and I'd be like, they couldn't see me, but I was just sitting there. Or like somebody would walk by and I'd see them through the sliver in my curtain and they'd be looking at me and I'd be like, because they would tell me things that were like, oh. But I think there are also lots of really great parents out there, and I think that's wonderful. And I think there are a lot of people out there that are trying to break those cycles, and I have so much respect for that, because I get that it's hard, and it's easy for me to sit here and be like, well, you got to break the cycle, because my parents had I had a relatively good childhood. I had a pretty good upbringing, but I did have a mom that had some really bad habits when it came to communicating, when it came to expectations, when it came to the way that she treated my dad. I lived with her, and I refused to be my mom in those situations. I remember one time my mom made a dinner, and she made this dinner, and we were all sitting down, and my dad goes, "Oh, we're having a beige dinner tonight." Because it was true. We were having like rice, or like rice pilaf and like mashed potatoes and chicken breast or something. Everything was kind of beige. And we were all kind of like, oh yeah, it's kind of beige. And my mom lost it. My mom was like, if you don't like the color scheme of dinner, you can just make it yourself. And she had one of these moments where obviously she'd been kind of pushing things down, and then she just boiled over. And it just happened, you know, as we've all been there, where we've kind of kept things down, and then all of a sudden something happens and we like totally lose it. It's like, that's the straw that breaks the camel's back right there. And we were all kind of like, oh my gosh. And my dad was like, I didn't mean anything by that. I was just commenting on how it's all beige. Like, that's not something that's bad. This is all great food, you know. And my dad was trying to do damage control. And anyway, that's all I remember, was that my mom lost it. And so when I got married, I was we made chicken kebabs, and Ander and I were making these chicken kebabs, and Ander goes, these are really good. And then he said something like, I think we need to make the chicken pieces a little bigger next time. And I totally flipped my lid. And I was like, if you don't like the way the chicken is cut, you can cut it yourself next time. And all of a sudden I went, that was my mom. I'm so sorry. We can totally cut the chicken bigger next time. Like, it's totally fine. And he goes, wow, I'm really glad I'm amazed that you caught that. But I was 100% like, that was my mom. That is not me. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. Yeah, I was like, whoa. And it's not that my mom used to like yell, but she did. She had a moment where she was like, if you don't like the way, she wasn't yelling, but she was very like animated. And she was really like, if you don't like the way that the dinner, like what the color of the dinner is, you could cook it yourself. And she got really mad and she stormed away. My mom kicked a hole in our pantry door one time. So yeah, my mom lost her temper a couple times. That hole was there until we moved. But anyway, so all I'm saying is I definitely, well, and I may not have had parents that were disrespectful like to me or to each other in front of the kids, but I had a lot of friends whose parents did. And I saw it all the time being over at my friend's house. I watched my friends' parents yell at each other. I watched them berate each other in front of their kids. I heard them yelling on the phone at each other. I heard them berate their children in front of their friends. So I may not have experienced it in my own house, but I definitely saw it in my friends' houses. And I remember being like, I am so glad my parents don't treat me that way and don't treat each other that way. And even when my parents divorced, I was like, this could have been so much worse. They could have been just screaming at each other in front of us, and they never did. Everything happened behind closed doors, and I think they argued a lot when behind closed doors, but I had no idea. I never knew. Never, ever, ever. So the divorce was a huge, that's not gonna work. It was a huge surprise because of that. Because I was like, I didn't think there were that many problems. Anyway, I don't know. All I'm saying is just because your parents did it does not mean that it's excusable and it's okay. And there is a certain point you have to reach that everybody should reach in their lives where they have to stop being a victim. You can blame your parents all your life, but the reality is you're still an adult and you can make choice. You can make the choice. And if you need to get professional help to do that, get professional help to do it. Your children will thank you. Your children will thank you. Your friends and family will thank you, because when you're just like a permanent victim all the time, which my mom kind of was a lot, she would blame a lot of other things. And I love my mom, but she did have a tendency to be like, well, that's how my mom did it. Or my mom told me this when I was younger. And so blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, but you still have a choice right now to be an adult. And that's hard, but I know how we're all like, adulting sucks. And it's true. But at the same time, it's like, but we're still all adults and we can't just be childish all our life. Like we're still all adults and we gotta, like we gotta grow up at some point. We can't just not. Oh, there's a bomb right there. What? I think I understand, maybe, question mark. Maybe. Maybe not. Wow, we got into some heavy things today. I'm sorry. These are simply things that I've experienced in my life, especially with my kids and what I've seen friends experience. I knew it! How are you supposed to do that if that bomb is right there? That's diabolical.
Sometimes you have to choose your heart. Not just sometimes, all the time. You gotta pick your heart. It's hard being an emotionally balanced parent. If I'm struggling to like balance my emotions, and then I gotta balance the emotions of two tiny people. Yeah, that's hard. You know what else is hard? Having kids, they're terrified of you and feeling like a jerk all the time. Pick your heart. You gotta pick your heart. That's what I teach my kids too. I'm like, look, man. It's hard to exercise and it's hard to be unhealthy and feel crappy all the time. Pick your heart. What's it gonna be? It's hard to eat healthy. It's hard to feel crappy and sick because you're not eating very healthy. You know what I mean? Like, pick your heart. Oh, I forgot about that. You gotta pick your heart. I think that one is so funny. Yeah, maybe this game is bringing out later. I don't know. I hope
I didn't get too heavy for anybody. And obviously for anybody that is in chat, and I know there are some of you, I don't know all of you, but I know that there are people in this chat that had parents that were less than ideal and made really crappy decisions and treated them poorly and whatnot. Like, I totally get that, and my heart goes out to you because I watched my friends experience that, and that is really hard, and no kid should have to experience their parent treating them poorly like that. Nobody should have to experience that. Oh, I understand. Thanks for that. I don't know why, but that just made me suddenly realize that this is the way. Oh, dang it. Boom, baby. Chadley, you did it. Good job. Am I supposed to like, oh, yep. I guess I could make that. Can we still slow time down? Yeah, we can. I was gonna say, don't jump in there, Jimothy, because if you jump in there, you're gonna go flying and then you're gonna freeze. Freeze your tail off. But you know, sometimes when your kid is like upset because you cut an orange in a different way, it's like sometimes it's really just not worth the... Sometimes it's not really worth the battle, and you just have to just be like, I'm sorry, let me fix that for you, because I'm too busy to have that meltdown. Like, I get it. I also understand she's 4. Like, she's still a toddler, so. I think he's out in the garage. What do you need? You want something to eat? Okay, well, guess what? Mama is almost done. Oh, this is where we started. Okay. I'll be there in just a second. Okay. Are you serious? Well, that was wrongo bongo. Oh! Dang. And I mean, this is just my experience with parenting. I don't know, but my kids are relatively well-adjusted kids, and they're pretty happy. So I feel like I can say that with a lot of... Well, actually, you know what? Ask my sister. My sister is the one, you know, I can say that because I'm like, well, yeah, my kids are happy. Of course they are. Ask my sister and my brother. I think they feel like my kids are pretty well-adjusted. They're not spoilt. Wow, that is terrible timing. I don't even know how to time that. My kids aren't teenagers yet, so I guess we'll see what happens. Oh! Oh! I think I understand. I thought he was gonna... Oh, okay. I sure hope so. I don't do things perfectly all the time, and I'm certainly not saying that I'm a perfect parent, because I definitely have a lot of times where Auden's like, will you play with me? And I'm like, no, I don't want to play with you right now. And I try not to say it like that, but I'll be like, baby girl, no, I do not want to do perler beads right now. I don't want to, you know, and I feel really guilty. And then of course on nights when Charlotte's like, can we have a game night? And I'm like, no, I want you to, no, I need you to leave me alone. But, and it's hard now, especially because we homeschool. And so I'm with them all the time. And that's really challenging. But, you know, I also feel like there's a lot of good. Okay, that reminds me of a quote. There's no such thing, there's no way to be a perfect parent, but there are a million ways to be a good one. Or a great one. There are also a lot of ways to not be a great parent, but I think we know what those are, and I think we can make those... We can make good choices. We can make good choices. Okay, so what now? That now. Okay, cool. Wow, I really like how the puzzles came together in this area. Ooh. Oh, I think I'm supposed to slow it down. Ah! Oh, I thought I was gonna fall. I was just gonna put my hands up and be like, I am the champion. Okay, all right, I think it's time for me to sign off. Oh, I don't know. I really don't know. I can't tell if I am just super lucky or if the game is just really forgiving. I don't know. I don't know what the answer to that is. But whatever the case, I got to go get my kids something else to eat, and I'm actually starving, and I need to figure out what I know. I know. Silk Song is not that forgiving at all. Nope. No. Listen, you guys. You guys are great, and I love you, and I appreciate everybody here. Today's stream was so much fun. Thanks, Mikey. That's right. I don't drink water unless I is that first name Elite, middle name Elite, first name, last name Luck. It's from Lego Movie, right? Name is Your Butt. Is that first name your last name Butt? Oh my gosh. I gotta go get my kiddo some food. And we've got to actually go to the store because like we are running out of food. But like I said, I just want everybody to know that I'm aware that there are definitely people here, and maybe parenting is a touchy subject. I'm not really sure, but I know that there are people here that did not have great parents, maybe do not have great parents now, don't have a good relationship with their parents, and my heart goes out to you because I sure am. Because I understand that. I've got friends that are that way. And, you know, I had to kind of distance myself from my mom in the last couple months of her life because she was kind of had more of a negative impact on my life. And that made me really sad. And so I get it that it's really easy to sit here and be like, well, you should just do this with your kids or whatever. Parenting is hard. It's really hard. But I think somebody here said, I think it was Wolf that said something like being a good parent is only hard for the parents parenting is only hard for the parents that are good parents, because that means you're actually putting in the effort and you're actually making the effort to be a good parent to your kids. There's no food, only ingredients to make food. I know we have like oven pizza, which I'll just make for Auden because we're not doing pizza night tonight because we have so many leftovers that we're running out of space in our fridge. So like I need to actually we need to eat some of them. Anyway, but just remember, regardless of how you were raised or what your parents did or whatever, you are so important and you are absolutely worth everything in this world, and you matter so much. And if you have that really crappy cycle in your family, I'm really sorry, and I hope it improves. We are all responsible for our own selves, and we can make hard choices and we can choose to break that cycle, but it may be hard. It may be really hard, which is why I think it's good to have a good support group, a group of friends and whatnot. And if you need, I'll tell you in a second. And if you need, if you need professional tools for that, then that's okay too. Totally okay. So, go. Well, she just had an orange. I'm almost done. But everybody, ooh, nachos sounds really good. I think we have stuff for nachos. Do we have leftover taco meat? I don't know. Yeah, surround yourself with people who want to see you become the best version of yourself. Don't waste your time with people that tear you down, make you feel bad, can't handle your success. Like they can't handle that they're not successful and that you are being successful, so they try to tear you down. Don't even waste your time with people like that. You deserve so much better than that. Thank you guys so much for being here. I am so grateful for all of you. And I thought today's Guess the Game scene was great. Thank you guys so much for letting me do that on Friday mornings and being part of that. I will be back on Monday and we'll pick up where we left off here in Bionic Bay. You guys are fantastic. Thank you for being here, and have an excellent weekend. And I'll see you guys next time. All right. Cheerio. Ta-ta. Bye-bye. It doesn't matter. It's in the past. It's not over. It's not done till it's not over till it's what? Hi, I'm VT and I buy lots of Legos and have time to build them.